What is wrong with my camera? I've never experienced this before. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Now, since I started doing paranormal investigations, I get all sorts of strange things happening around me. Things that I can't explain. In fact, there was one incident where I had some unexplained scratches appear on my face after an investigation. And then there was another time when we were investigating inside of an old theater and the lights just turned off by themselves. But none of these things can compare to what I experienced recently. Something has been happening with my camera. Well, let me show you. These are photos that I took at Waverly Hills Sanatorium here in Louisville, Kentucky. If you don't know, this place is said to be one of the most haunted locations in the United States. I've investigated here several times. It's actually one of my favorite places to investigate because it's only about 20 minutes away from my house. So here's the thing. Every single photo that I took inside of the attic turned out like this. There are these strange black blotches covering parts of the images. To me, it looks almost like a demonic or shadow figure is standing in front of the camera. So you're probably wondering what the heck is going on here. I did not notice this until after I got home and uploaded the photos to my computer. Keep in mind, these are not edited. These are straight from the camera. I have no idea why this happened. I have never experienced this before. And keep in mind, if you're a skeptic and you think this is a hoax, do me a favor. Pause the video. Go down to the comments section and type hoax in all capital letters, because that way I know you were actually watching the video and it'll make me laugh. This is actually a video that I recorded while walking through the basement tunnels. I don't know if you can see it, but there's that same black shadow figure covering my face. It's not just me. It's also covering the faces of my two friends who are walking beside me. We didn't see anything while we were walking through the tunnels, but when we reviewed the footage later, that's when we saw those dark figures. I have done hundreds of paranormal investigations, and I've never seen anything like this happen to my camera before. The only explanation that I can think of is that somehow moisture from the environment is getting inside of my camera and causing it to malfunction. I did take the camera apart and dried out the lens, but this problem still continues to happen. This next photo was taken inside of the old morgue. I'm standing right outside of the door. And this is the weirdest part about this particular image. When I first took the photo and looked back at it on my camera, it was perfectly fine. There was no black shadow figure visible. And later that night, when I downloaded the photos onto my computer, that's when I saw the strange black blotches. When I first started taking paranormal photos, I remember hearing people say that sometimes you can capture images of spirits on camera and it look like a white shadow figure. But this is the exact opposite of that. I've never heard of anything like this happening to someone else's camera. If you look closely, it almost looks like there are long fingers reaching up towards me, and there is something covering my face. Here's another photo. This is my friend who was standing right behind me while recording that video in the basement tunnels. Take a close look at his face. That is definitely not supposed to be there. If you're thinking this is a software glitch, well, that would make sense, except for the fact that it only affects my camera. My friends were filming with their own cameras, and they are not experiencing any of these problems. Oh, I tried switching to different camera settings, but nothing seemed to help. Here's another photo. This was taken inside of the old operating room. Do you see that dark figure covering my face? It almost looks like a person, but how could that be possible? I didn't see anyone when I took the photo, and I checked the video footage that I recorded, and there is nothing there. Do you see that in the reflection of the camera lens? It almost looks like a little girl with her arms stretched out. Then if you look at the bottom of the screen where it says my camera, you can see that there is something else standing right in front of it, and here's one more. We went up into the attic, and there was this old rocking chair. I asked if anyone wanted to sit in it, and my friend Kyle decided to give it a try. And when he did, this is the photo that my camera captured. You can clearly see that there is something covering his face. And it's not just covering his face, it's also covering the hand that he used to snap the photo. Like I said before, these photos are not edited. They are straight from the camera. I really thought that this was a software issue with my camera, so I did a factory reset on it, but that didn't fix anything. The problem still continues to happen, and I haven't been able to use my camera since. There is one other interesting thing that I noticed while reviewing my footage. On a few of the videos when I would turn my camera on, you could hear a voice say, "Turn around," like someone was trying to tell me to turn around. But whenever I turned the camera back in that direction, I never saw anything. So what could be going on here? Is my camera cursed? Is it haunted? I don't know. There are so many haunted locations in Kentucky, and I have visited quite a few of them. I honestly feel like something may have followed me home from one of these places. You know, it's funny because I talk to people all the time who say, "Oh yeah, I'm convinced that my house is haunted." And then when you ask them why they believe that, they'll say, "Well, strange things happen around me." But they never have any solid evidence to back up their claims. Well, now I'm in that same position. Now, normally when I experience something unexplainable, I always chalk it up to a paranormal event. But this time I don't know. I mean, it's possible that my camera was picking up some sort of energy, but that's never happened before.
Ow.
And I've never heard of a camera being affected like that. I mean, even if it was picking up some sort of energy, how could it affect the camera software and cause these black blotches to appear? I don't know. This whole situation is just weird. If you have any suggestions about what I should do, let me know down in the comment section. Should I take it to a repair shop? Should I perform a seance in front of my camera and demand whatever entity is attached to it to leave? Or should I just throw my camera in the nearest body of water? Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to support us, please smash that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. Also, don't forget to follow me on social media. I will see you guys next time.